secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demi, you need it, I got it listed, yeah. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it, yeah. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a law threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt, they try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, all right? Today we had Dwight Howard's replica build, aka D12. Now, before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Liking up the video, push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put your nerdy game for my daily double uploads. But now let's hop straight into this video. Okay, so we know Dwight Howard, he has a lot of replica build. I mean, he has a lot of nicknames, right? But a lot of those nicknames are really kind of deprived from Shaquille O'Neal. So again, with Shaq being my favorite player of all time, absolutely do not like the idea of him being called, you know, Superman or Man of Steel or anything, right? Like, I don't like none of that. Now, even though a lot of y'all ask, like, you know, Shaq is really known as Diesel. That's kind of like where he's always been going with. Then, yes, the Man of Steel and Superman, that all kind of came. But for, like, copyright reasons, Shaq could never even monetize off those names anyway, because obviously we know Superman, that is already trademarked, monetized. Like, you know, Man of Steel, that's already trademarked by DC Comics. So it's like those things, but Diesel he could utilize, and that's why Shaq kind of stuck with Diesel. Same kind of applies for Dwight Howard. Like, not only does, you know, he can't use none of those names anyway, 2K cannot use Superman, obviously, as a replica build name. Like, that'd be a massive lawsuit. Same thing for Man of Steel, you can't use that. But he was recognized as D12. That was kind of something that he always, you know, that was like his backup, where he was like, yo, D12 we're gonna go with, right? So D12 makes a lot of sense just from a legal standpoint, and also when you do the process of elimination. So I'm really excited because I feel like Dwight Howard's replica build is absolutely insane. So let's go center, right-handed. Of course, he's number 12. We're going to go 6'11" for his height, which is, you know, really, I think his funny thing is, I think he's actually 6'9", right? I think when the NBA came out with, like, you have to do your actual heights, he came out at 6'9", right? But it's cool. You know, his still for this replica is 6'11", and on the roster 6'11", but his actual height is 6'9". Believe it or not, he was dominating like that at 6'9". Okay, if you don't believe me, look it up. Anyway, 6'11", 255, 7'7". Body shape can go whatever. I'm gonna go with Define. I think that's perfect for him. He's absolutely insane, man. Like, his finishing and defense are off the charts. Now, we got to go 89 on the close shot. We can't go no higher than that because his mid-range can't go higher than 49. So we're actually restricted on how we want to go. Ideally, I would love to try to get my fearless finisher, go 93 to get that on Hall of Fame, or even go 95 to get Masher. You can't do that because you're limited with the mid-range shot. So yeah, it is what it is. Driving layup, we're going 77 on a driving layup because, again, by going 77, you are able to get the dominant big man layup package. You also will get acrobat on silver. And a build like this, that's going to be finishing a lot, going to the rim. It just makes sense. We are going to go 93. Yes, you heard that right. We're going to get gold slithery, gold posterizer, and gold limitless takeoff. I don't think there's any big man ever in NBA history other than Sean Kemp. But even Sean Kemp wasn't as dominant like this around the bats, like this physically imposing like Dwight Howard. Like, Dwight Howard is literally like a baby Shaq, right? He is definitely the smaller version. Like, no one's ever going to be as big and as strong and as fast as Shaq, but Shaq is almost like how Kobe is the Michael, Dwight Howard is a Shaq. I think that, let me know in the comment section if that's a good analogy. Like, Kobe Bryant was never going to be as great as Michael Jordan, but he was damn near close. Same thing for Dwight Howard. He's never going to be as dominant and big and physically as imposing, but he was damn near close. So I think that's a good analogy. Let me know in the comment section what you think about that. We're obviously going to go 95 on the standing dunk. So yes, you will get rise up on gold. I'm going to make this build and max it out because one thing I really want to see is what it's going to be like with gold posterizer and gold rise up combination as far as like getting dunks, standing dunks around the basket. I think this build is going to be absolutely unfair. I mean, glitchy. We're going to get that post control all the way up too. So yes, we will get the Hall of Fame badges from the post area, and you still finish with 28. Now, we all know that Dwight Howard was not a shooter, so we're not worrying about that, but we do want to go 61 on the free throw just to be able to have a decent free throw for Rec and Pro-Am. Believe it or not, his pass accuracy was a 33, so there was no need to put anything in the pass accuracy, anything like that, his speed with ball, all that. So I left it alone. So again, when you're dealing with a build like this that does not have any playmaking, well, really it's just a pass accuracy, you already know this build is limited to probably just doing the 1v1, 2v2, 3v3. If you was to use this build in rec and pro-am, you can't throw outlet passes, so you basically just have to throw the ball to your point guard that's standing beside you. So it kind of takes away the transition, but at the same time, I know people with no pass accuracy that still throw the ball down the court, and you get some success. So it's like, I don't really want to harper on that too much. I just think that regardless, just know the limitations of this build, but everything else on this build is absolutely insane. 89 on the interior defense. Basically, there were some results that came out that said basically from 85 interior defense and up, there's really not much of a difference. So if you could, obviously this replica build, you got to go 89, but for future references, if you're not trying to make a replica build and you just want to make it just a defensive build or just anything, don't get your interior defense higher than 85, because from 85 to 99, there's no difference. So just keep that in mind. 58 on your perimeter defense. We're going to go 75 on the steal, which again is very important to me because passing lanes and stuff like that is just very important, and having a high ball steal is going to be good, especially when you're playing against other centers. You get a 99 block with this build. It makes sense. Dwight Howard was one of the absolute best defensive players of all time. If I'm not mistaken, I think he won 4 or 5 Defensive Player of the Year awards. I think he won like 3 consecutively, or maybe 2 consecutively. I might be off by a little bit, but regardless, he was really that great. You could theoretically get your offensive rebound and defensive rebounds to 99 also, but I did not do that because obviously I wanted to get a higher standing dunk and driving dunk. But if you want to get an offensive and defensive rebounds to 99, what you could do is just drop your driving dunk down. Maybe try to go 86 and see what you can do with that. But for me, I wanted to have that gold posterizer, and I was not going to really care about just having gold rebound chaser compared to Hall of Fame. It don't matter to me, all right? Then we're going to go with the speed. Speed, get that to a 70. Your acceleration goes to 58. And let's not sleep on the fact that you have to get 70 speed. Like, this build is actually better than the diesel build because a couple of reasons. And well, I'll get to that in a second. Let me just say why. So 89 on the strength because I wanted to get gold bully, but you could go 95 to get Hall of Fame bully. I just didn't think it was worth it. Bully doesn't really work that much, so I'm not going to put that much time and effort into trying to get a 95 strength. And 95 strength actually takes away a lot of attributes. We are going to go 82 on the driving, on the vert, so we can get all those elite contact dunks. And then, of course, his stamina, I go at 90. So the reason why I say that this is a better than the diesel build is because, for one, you get an 82 vert, so you're able to get all those elite contact dunks and that type of deal. And then, 2, you're also able to get gold posterizer compared to how the diesel build only gets silver. And then also the diesel build only has like a 40-something speed. This one has a 70 speed, and I have a 70 speed on all my center builds, 70, 75. And I feel like it's just a big difference when it's running and when you're playing the park with it. So yeah, I prefer this, okay? So anywho, 28-0-0 on 30. This is basically what a Dwight Howard build will be. Extremely great finishing, extremely great defense, and then really great physicals, okay? You do get rim take, you do get glass, but me, I just went all of the post badges because I just want to be toxic in the post with it. But again, it's 100% your preference. There's no right or wrong answer there. And then here you have it, my nephews and nieces. Y'all finally been waiting. Me, I'm excited about this one. I will be going ahead and getting this build maxed out and playing with this build. I just think it's just going to be so much fun. Like, there's no way I'm not going to play with this build. All right, it's freaking Dwight Howard. Like, are you kidding me? Like, one of the most dominant big men of all time. Yeah, first ballot Hall of Famer. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yeah, his last 5 years might have been like not as glamorous, but I mean, his first 10 were absolutely insane, right? Like, just pound for pound, there hasn't been many people that have done what he's done with his accolades, with the Defensive Player of the Years, the All-Stars, the first team All-Pro, second All-Pro, whatever you want to call it, defensive and offensive. So let's test his build out real quick. We'll get to 99, and then of course we'll get you out of here. I think he's also on like the 2000s All Decades team too. So yeah, that just shows a lot there. Here. And posterizer, we do these. If you can double core, definitely double core, because ideally I would want to get all these maxed out. So I would definitely do that. But the big ones here is going to be Rise Up, and then of course Fast Twitch. But other than that, Masher will be good too, and Bully. The only reason why I say Masher might not be the best bet is because he's 6'11", So actually a 6'9 build, because a lot of people in park are 6'9, you won't actually activate it because, again, you're only 6'11. But also the big ones here will be Slithery and Limitless. You want to get these, obviously, for, you know, to be able to dominate there. Post spin Technician, I would definitely want to get up. But for here, let's just drop it here and then go with Drop Stepper. Back Down Punisher is another good one to have. But I think that you'll get away with that. But again, as you see, you can add more badge points here. Actually, what I would do is I would double core this and add all my badge points here, because you don't need anything here. Ideally, would you want to get quick first step? Would I want to add 4 badge points here to get quick first step? Maybe. I just don't think it's worth it, right? Because I just don't want to do that. I'm not going to be facing up anyway. I'm paint mashing, right? Then on the defensive side, again, you have 30, so let's just talk about that. You want to get your chase down. Obviously, you want to get your box out. You want to get your rebound chaser. You want to get your, record anchor, right? You get your rebound chaser. If definitely want to get pogo stick. If you're going to be doing running like 2s and stuff, you can do brick wall, but really only time you want to use brick walls if you're in a wreck, because if you're in a park and that type of deal, most likely you're going to be, well, me, shit, if I'm playing, listen, y'all gonna be sitting corners and I'm gonna be posting up trying to get clips, right? So, but that's your preference, right? It's all your preference there. Let me see. So then here we'll go with Interceptor. I want to get Interceptor. Let me see, anything else here? Let's get Glove also, 75. Then we'll get the rest for Workhorse. I don't really try to go crazy on Workhorse. So basically everything you need, you already have. But yo, there you have it, my nephews and nieces. This is D12, Dwight Howard's replica build. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this build. But other than that, this is your favorite old head, Uncle Dimmy. I'll be back really, really soon with another banger, man. And you know, when I say back soon, another banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.